Hey, what's going on? Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow is Halloween. It's tomorrow Halloween? Tomorrow's Halloween, right? What y'all gonna be for Halloween? My son wants to be Freddy Krueger, but then they done told him that they can't wear what they say, grotesque makeup. Like, how do y'all expect the children to be monsters? Like, that's the fucking part of I almost really started going, will you move away from me, bus? I cannot turn right here, so red light, and you keep scooting up on me. Move. I wish y'all could see this bus. Every time I move, this motherfucker moves up. Nigga, get away from me. Shit. I don't have nothing to talk about today. I guess we could talk about Teresa and Guidice. Where is her name? Teresa and Joe. Child, go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, let the diva know you stopped by. What else I want to... Oh, somebody posted on the thing. I want y'all to hear this. Let me let y'all hear this first, because this shit is hilarious. Oh, and then I watched Real Housewives of Orange County last night. And I've been watching it. I just, of course, haven't been really talking about it, but I've been watching it. I actually missed the last episode before this last episode where they were at the tea party for Vicky's birthday. So this had to be filmed in April because we know that Vicky is an Aries, or I mean, you know, around that time. She's a Aries. So, honey, motherfuckers be driving like super duper fast to get to the fucking red light. I be wondering, is that how you approach life? Just run up and stop? What are you running for? What are you racing to a stoplight for? I just don't understand that logic. But anyways, so what are we talking about? Let's okay, so first Teresa, then we can talk about Orange County. No, let's talk about Orange County first, because I'm not really talking about an episode, but just the only thing that the only person, like last night, I was so annoyed and irritated by Gina, like really irritated, I don't know why I was so irritated with her. She really, I mean, like, I was like, why is she, I don't know what it was. I was like, why am I so mad at this lady on the TV screen, and how stupid she is. Like, she been lying about the husband who had cheated. Honey, I don't get it. I mean, I was so mad at her last night for yelling at Bronwyn the way she yelled at her. Like, that yelling, the anger and the energy behind that yelling wasn't a yell like, you're getting on my nerves. That was like an angry yell. And the one thing I would have hit her, like that energy would have just made me react to her and hit her right in her mouth while she was yelling. Like, and then Bronwyn gets up and walks away and cries. First of all, you yelling at that girl because she said, you're saying that your child needs occupational therapy, and you're acting like it's this big thing, and somehow you're at fault. Like, mothers who act like that, I just don't understand. If a child has some developmental issues, they're not developing fast enough, that don't have shit to do with you. Like, it does not have, you cannot control that. So acting like, the performative shit that comes with being a mother really fucking annoys me. I don't know why I'm so annoyed. Mercury is about to go into retrograde. I don't know why I'm so fucking annoyed with everybody. Like, the shit is so stupid. She says to her, she says her daughter has to go to occupational therapy. And Gina has been living in a fucking delusion. She moved to Orange County. Y'all know Gina's story. She moved to Orange County with her husband. Her husband had already cheated on her. He doesn't live in the house. When they moved to Orange County, he don't live in the house that he made for his family. He's off with his girlfriend. She finally is getting a divorce. She goes back and sleeps with her husband. I don't know why she's acting like he's trying to get with her, which I do not believe. I believe she's just opening herself up to him and allowing him to just fuck on her. Like, that's what I really believe. I don't believe that he wants to get back with her. I don't believe he wants to make their family work. I don't believe none of that. That bitch is a delusional bitch. And she's fucking corny as hell. Like, her whole fucking vibe is like, it's disgusting to me. Just everything about her. She bothers me. Her posture bothers me. I don't even know why. I was like, why does her posture bother me? And then that accent, I was just like, girl, you are so fucking annoying. Didn't nobody tell you, don't be driving all fast like that, you asshole? You fucking asshole. Didn't nobody tell you to be driving fast like that? What is that on the back of his thing? It's California exempt. What does that say? There's no letters in his driver's license or in his plate. Some kind of government car. Don't fucking put your high beams on me. Anyway, so that girl was she was really bothering me last night, yelling at that lady like that. She tells everybody at the table that, oh, my daughter is, she has to go to occupational therapy, which she feels like she's at fault for her child having developmental delays, some type of sensory issues she's having, where she can't, she has, where, the lady explained, if she has a tag that's bothering her on the back of her jacket, she won't be able to concentrate. That's the shit that her daughter is experiencing. So somehow she believes she's at fault. I guess because she's been up under her ex-husband's ass, or I don't know if they're still married. I don't know. I haven't been really keeping up with that, but I don't know. Anyways, so she says, the bitch said, what is this? She says, what does she say? Bronwyn says, Bronwyn has 9 kids or 8 kids, 7 kids. She got a gang of kids. And she's very much I don't know. I can't really, I don't know what is up with Bronwyn, but it's I don't see, the only part the lying part, and she lied. We figured out she lies because of some issues with her mom, so that's the only issue that I have with her, that white woman shit. Oh my God, I'm lying about something, and when I get caught, I break down and cry. You know what I'm saying? That shit. And so she says at the table, Bronwyn says, so are your kids in public school? Because the public school system really helped me and my child with her therapy. I'm adding on, help me and my child with my therapy. But that is what I was getting from it. This stupid bitch, she gonna say, what are you trying to say? Are you trying to say, you're trying to say that in order for me to get help, my kids have to be poor. Girl, shut up. Nobody said that, bitch. And everybody's like, well, don't your kids go to a charter school? And she's like, yeah, but it's not a private school. It's a charter school. Well, don't they have to audition to get into school? That's beyond the point. The lady's kids are in a charter school. And she's saying that they've helped one of her children with her occupational therapy. But Gina took it in a way that, oh, your kids, you'll get more help in a public school than in a private school. Hello, bitch, you got 3 kids. You talking to a woman with 7 fucking kids. If she's telling you that a charter school, public school, whatever the fuck, helped me and my child with her developmental delays or occupational therapy or whatever she needed, why would you take offense to that? I believe she took offense to it because it's you're about to be a single mother with 3 kids. And you don't have a husband. Your husband is the one with the money, bitch. So your kids are going to have to go to public school. And in a group of white women in Orange County, that's not a good look. You don't look good if your kids are going to public school. You're supposed to be a rich white woman. You understand? So I think that's what her issue was. I was like, bitch, she was yelling at that lady. And I was like, bitch, you about to get hit in the throat. Then everybody was like, oh, well, Gina doesn't share a lot with us. And so when she starts to share and you say something, right after that, Bronwyn is drinking a Perrier out of a glass, and she asked the waiter out of the bottle. And she asked the waiter, can I have a glass? I really don't want to drink out of a bottle. So Gina says, like basically, you're telling me to send my kids to a public school, and here you are asking for a glass so you don't have to drink out of a bottle. You're bougie. You're acting like a snob, and at the same time telling me to send my kids to public school. She was like, my kids go to public school, bitch. Like, what the fuck is your problem? Like, and then so Shannon is like, oh girl, you have to be real careful with Gina because she doesn't really share a lot with us, and so when she does share, it's a very vulnerable moment, so you kind of have to be mindful about what you say around her. No, what it is Gina is living in a fucking lie, and when somebody actually speaks out what is the truth of her life, bitch, your kids are probably going to have to go to public school despite you believing that you're married to this rich man. They're probably going to have to go to public school, and you don't like the way it looks. She said she felt like she was telling her the only way you can get help for your child's developmental issues is by being poor. I said, no, bitch, you're fucking crazy. I was so mad at her. I was tweeting last night, and I just saw, it was like 11:30. I was like, let me watch Real Housewives of Orange County. When she started yelling at Bronwyn, bitch, I set up. Like, oh no, I really set up. I was laying down and set up. Like, did this bitch just yell at her like that? I wish I could find it. I wish I could find the way that bitch was yelling at her. Y'all need to go look at it, because that would have been the reaction, is to just hit her. Like, shut up. Put, as her big as her mouth is, put my fist in her mouth. Like, that shit was so stupid to me. I was like, And everybody's mad at Gina and Tamra, your ass, every season, you passively gossip about people, and you drop things on people to make them start talking. And when somebody brings something to you, just like, okay, so they're having a birthday party for Vicky, and they're doing like a tea party theme, but they're really going to get dressed up in like ball gowns and kind of give it like a Marie Antoinette type of feeling or whatever. So Tamra invites Kelly, who does not fuck with Vicky at all, even though they just got through like Vicky accused Kelly of doing cocaine. Kelly didn't go out and get a drug. Did she go out and get a drug test? Let me know, because I don't remember her going out and getting a drug test to prove it. She was just like, bitch, I don't do coke, and I don't fucking play like that. Don't fucking play with me. My daughter is being harassed because of some shit you said. Like that, and she started going off about that. So they just mended that part. But Kelly is Kelly is like, listen, even though we mended that part of our friendship, does not mean that I need to go to her birthday party and celebrate her. If anything, I would show up to her funeral. So she said that to Tamra. Tamra doesn't want to tell Vicky, but then later acts like it slips out of her mouth. And so Vicky all of a sudden is sad because Kelly says she don't want to go to her birthday party. She'd rather go to her funeral. Bitch, who gives a fuck? Like, y'all, and then they get mad at Kelly because Kelly calls everybody ugly. Like Heavenly says, yo mama to everybody. Kelly's first thing is to tell somebody they're ugly. And in a group of white women who spend a lot of money on fillers and wrestling and surgeries and shit, that's the dig, to tell them either you poor or you're ugly. That's it. Bitch, you're ugly, you're fat, you're poor. They don't want to hear none of that. So when they get into fights, Kelly's first thing, and Kelly, when she fights, bitch, she really goes for the jugular. But one of the first things she typically says is, you're ugly. Why would she say that to somebody? That's an awful thing to say. You don't call people ugly. When Shannon told her that a few years back, Kelly said somebody was ugly. Shannon said, you don't call people ugly. Kelly said, well, she is ugly. I said, honey, them people on Orange County be arguing and fighting just as the rest of the black women, honey, and the Italian women and all that. So that's what I was watching last night, and I was so mad at Gina. I was really mad at her. Like, girl, are you serious? Like, you're really upset because people are speaking the truth. You know how when someone's living in a delusional world and you actually speak truth, they get upset because the delusion is more comfortable. To live in the delusion, to believe that your husband, who has cheated on you practically the whole marriage, you took him back, he's still cheating on you. Now he's acting like he wants to move to Orange County. You're letting him fuck on you. And when somebody actually says the truth about her delusion, she gets angry. She gets mad. She starts crying and all this stuff. Bitch, you're fucking Alice in Wonderland. You were perfect in that Mad Hatter. And then I didn't even like the fact that she was sitting at the little tea party. She came dressed as the Mad Hatter, which was, to me, fucking cute as shit. I'm going to a tea party. I'm dressing as the Mad Hatter. That's fucking cute. She gets there and now she's acting like she's so embarrassed about the way she's dressed, and then says she's dressed like a whore and dressed like a stripper. Bitch, you're fully clothed, looking like the Mad Hatter. No one is going to mistake you for a stripper. Like, woo! I was like, I was so annoyed. I was like, why did I watch this before going to bed? I cannot do it. I was so annoyed with that lady. I really was. I said, no, Gina, you're not a private person. You lie to yourself when people speak your truth out loud. You freak out. You freak out when somebody speaks your truth out loud. You a lying ass, clown ass, cunt bitch. And that's what it is. I was like, she's the worst. Her posture, everything about her, I was just like, I don't like that lady. Tamara acting like she misspoke. I said, it's played out. You've been pulling the passive-aggressive stunts for too long and acting fake shock when you accidentally... She's sitting in the fucking car and she says, yeah, I talked to Kelly when I talked to Kelly earlier when she said that she'd rather go to Vicky's funeral. And then she goes, bitch, don't nobody believe you. Shut up. Don't nobody believe you. Anyways, let's talk about Joe and Teresa Giudice. Okay, let's see. We could talk about them. Because, that shit was crazy. Overall, let's see. Let me see. I'm trying to, I don't want to come on, ad. I don't want the ad to play out loud. Overall, so Teresa and Joe were on Watch What Happens Live. And, here.
Take it back in February of Teresa holding another man's hand in Miami. How did you hear about those photos, and what was your reaction to them when you saw them?
I looked at him and I said, oh, okay, well, listen, whatever floats her boat. I mean, if she's into, whoever she's into, then that's fine.
So gross.
Look,
He's
Andy,
so gross.
I'm in here, she's out there. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I wasn't happy about it, of course.
That doesn't seem like...
So... to everybody, if y'all don't know about Teresa and Joe Giudice, they are on the fucking Real Housewives of New Jersey. They are on New Jersey. They've been on there since the first season. And after a while, it comes out that Joe is committing some type of real estate fraud. They get money, some with their taxes, and they end up going to jail. Teresa goes to jail because he actually had her sign 2 documents, but since her name was on these documents and signed it, she needed to do jail time too. According to him, he's saying that wasn't part of the deal, but I don't know why. They put her in jail. She didn't belong there. Okay, great. So now he's been gone for how long? She had to do a year. While she did the year, he watched the children. Then when she got out of jail, he went to jail, which I think was really, I don't know how to say, that was nice of the judge to do that. Since they come from a 2-parent home, put one in jail for a year, do her time, come out, the other man goes to jail. He goes to jail, but because he is not a citizen of the United States, he gets deported back to Italy. She says at the reunion, if he gets deported, I don't think we're going to be together. They ask her, are you guys going to move to Italy? Honey, I have a kid. I have 3 kids. How many kids do they got? 3 or 4 girls. Melania, what's the girl's name? Gia. It's 4 of them, I think. They ask her, is she going to move to Italy? Bitch, I got kids raised in the United States, I'm going to move to Italy because their dad committed a crime and he gets deported. While he was forging those papers, he should have been getting his immigration status together. Because he's now sitting in Italy and they're acting like, see, I don't even know why they're acting like Joe or Teresa owes Joe anything. He is deported. He lives in Italy now. They're trying to appeal his deportation. You're not coming back to this country, bruh. That's it. And she's not leaving with her children to move to Italy. That doesn't even make fucking sense. And he was cheating on her while they were both out of jail. He was cheating on her while she was in jail. And now, when he was in jail, Teresa has found this new independence. Teresa acts like a woman who suffers from internalized misogyny. Everything is to serve the man. It does not matter. She acts like she's so unassuming. She acts like family comes first and men come first and serve your man over yourself. But what happened when he left, she realized, wait a minute, this is not, she wants to be independent. She was doing stuff that he wouldn't have allowed her to do if he was not in jail. So she has found a level of independence that she never experienced before. She went from her family to her family home to her marriage home. She didn't get a chance to be an independent person. And when he went to jail, that happened for her. So now he got deported. She's like, whatever. She's out with men. She's doing her thing. And everybody's acting like Teresa's doing something wrong. I don't fucking like Teresa Giudice, but she ain't doing nothing wrong. You're not going to make her feel bad for actually living her life after she has been actually released from the jail that is her marriage. She needs to get a divorce and let that man be in fucking Italy. When people used to say that Joe was cheating on her, Teresa was like, no, he's not. I don't believe that. You're lying. All of this stuff. Always in denial, acting like she was none the wiser. That's one thing that I didn't like about Teresa. She acts dumb. She partially is dumb. And she's acting like Joe wasn't doing anything when now she's saying, oh, I know he was cheating on me. Now she has this clarity and awareness. And she's like, I'm not moving back. I don't blame her. She needs to get a divorce from that man. And anybody who's making her feel guilty about actually living her life, like the way that they're making it seem, I don't know what's going to go on this season, and I'm going to watch it. Because these women who are acting like Teresa should be behaving in a certain way, her husband went to jail for 4 years. And if she's had sex with somebody else, God bless her. The fuck are y'all expecting this woman who was cheating on her practically her whole marriage to wait for a motherfucker in jail for 4 years and then get out and act like she has to have some level of respect? He's been deported. That's where he needs to be. She needs to get a divorce and leave his ass. And now they're saying that, Teresa was out. Everybody's seeing pictures of Teresa out holding this man's hand. And he's acting like he doesn't care. He was acting very nonchalant. Oh, you didn't tell me you was at the beach with the dude. Honey, I was at the beach. That's my friend. I was holding his hand. We were walking back and my feet were hurting and he was helping me walk. I wish Teresa would be honest and be like, well, you know what? You've been gone for 4 years. What the fuck do you want me to do? Get a divorce. Get a divorce. Anyways, let me let y'all hear.
The Joe of years past, how do you feel about his laid back reaction to that?
Well, he's not really the jealous type.
He's not?
No. One time I did something and he didn't he still brings that up, but he knows that he's not the jealous type.
What do you mean you did something?
I don't know, I jumped on a guy.
Oh, you jumped on him?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
And he didn't like that.
Okay.
I don't even know why I did
She
that.
did a little more than just jump on him. She kind of, cradled him and just jumped on him. It was a little, but whatever. I'm surprised you guys didn't film that.
Yeah, it was after we wrapped.
I'm surprised I didn't catch that.
Yeah, it was that. God knows we've caught a lot. Joe, was that a conversation that the two of you have had where she said if you are in
It's a
fact
drone. What is that
staying in
drone
Italy,
doing?
that she probably would not remain with you?
If we end up together, if we stay
Is that
together,
a
we stay
drone?
together. If we don't, we don't. I mean,
You see that?
it's a kind
If we stay together, if we don't, we don't. Nigga, No. What would y'all do? Okay, your husband cheats on you. He's being disrespectful. He's cheating on you. And then the crazy part is when they talked about Caroline and her prediction saying that Joe one day is going to get in trouble for doing something and he's going to go to jail. And when he goes to jail, Teresa is going to realize her independence and make her family work without him. And that's exactly what happened. And then the way Teresa is so stupid, the way she flips it like, can you believe she actually said that? Bitch, it's true. Can you believe she actually said that? Maybe she ratted on us. Look at what Caroline said. Hold on, let me find it. Teresa and Joe Giudice. But honey, I was like, you gotta go. No, I don't understand why anybody is making her seem like she's wrong for living her life. I don't get it. I just don't get it. And I do get it. It has all to do with patriarchy, because the man is like, everybody expects for the woman to have some type of respect for a man who doesn't respect them. What is wrong with y'all bitches? Like, that shit is dumb. He went to jail for 4 years. While she was in jail for something he did, he was cheating on her. When they were out of jail together, when they weren't incarcerated, neither one of them, he was cheating on her. She always acted like, oh no, he's not cheating on me. He loves me and this is my family and all this other bullshit. And then now he goes to jail for damn near 4 years. Gets out of jail and gets deported back to Italy. And she's supposed to have some level of respect from a man a whole fucking world away who's cheated on her. Get a divorce. Get a divorce. You can go. They said they're going to Italy in 2 weeks and they're going to see how it feels. No, she hasn't seen him in that long. He got out of jail. She used to go visit him in jail, but he got out of jail and they deported him. He was in ICE custody. He was saying how disgusting it was and all this other stuff. He wouldn't wish that on his worst enemy and blah, blah, blah. Girl, I'm trying to find the thing with Caroline. Oh, here it goes. Hold on, here it goes. I was like, that's the thing that bothers me about Teresa, where she acts like someone is doing, like she tries to flip shit, really, like she's a really poor gaslighter, really poor. She's just very poor at it. It's teetering on gaslighting, but it's also a deflection. Watch, here it goes. Hold on.
Predicted that Joe was going to go to jail.
Prediction. Something may happen where maybe someone has to go somewhere. Teresa's going to have to pull herself up by her bootstraps and take over. She'll say, you know what? I tried, I stood by him, but I have to divorce him now. And I'm going to show my daughters what it's like to be strong and independent on your own and survive.
It's just so sad. Like, I guess because, she's lived that crooked life.
So, did you hear what she just said? It's sad because I guess she knows because she's lived that crooked life. Bitch, she's never been to jail. You and Joe went to jail for the mortgage fraud. So how are you going to flip it when she actually made a prediction that is actually your truth today? That's why I was like, bitch, you're so fucking stupid. That's why I can't stand Teresa. But y'all not going to make Teresa act like she needs to be respectful to a man who was never respectful to her. And he lives in a fucking another country. I don't fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Watch how Teresa tries to flip it. Watch this. Fucking bitch.
And I'm going to show my daughters what it's like to be strong and independent on your own and survive.
It's just so sad. Like, I guess because, she's lived that crooked life.
Bitch, what?
Like, I've never lived that crooked life.
Well,
I guess she
bitch,
has.
you went to jail.
Who she comes from and where she came from.
Well, but what I'm saying is
that right back at her.
No, but what I'm saying is,
I know, and my thing is like, could she predict that? Did she have anything to do with what happened to Joe and I? Was she a rat?
Bitch, what are you? Is that how you rationalize that?
Saying that? Why did she say that?
Because she knew your fucking life. She knew your life.
Never come out of my mouth regarding anybody.
What,
anybody.
Do you think she called the feds?
What? Maybe. You never know. Why would she predict those words?
Well, no, I know who went to the feds. I mean, let's just forget
Okay,
that.
but what I'm saying is that it seems like the prediction could come true.
It is true.
And I'm not going to
It is true, bitch. Your husband went to jail. When he was in jail, you realized that you could do shit that, oh my God, I don't have this man. I don't have to serve him. I don't have to act like I don't know about him cheating on me. I can actually live a free fucking life. And now you want to act, the lady told you. The lady predicted it. And now you want to flip it on somewhere. Oh, she lived a crooked life so she would know. Maybe she ratted on us. Why would she predict that, bitch? Because everybody knew y'all was committing mortgage fraud, bitch. And that's the most ignorant shit to me. Phaedra did it. Teresa did it. Y'all get on these reality shows and be committing crimes and thinking nobody is going to find out about it. Phaedra's ass need to be in jail. She should have gone to jail. But no, she figured out a way. I believe to this goddamn day that Phaedra Parks was the goddamn ringleader of the shit that Apollo was doing. I truly believe that. I truly believe those babies were birthed in an effort to make sure she didn't go to jail. Honey, and you can't testify, get your husband. Let me marry this motherfucking man so we can keep doing this shit with these old people, stealing these people's identities. Child police. Honey, y'all on the TV committing crimes and you don't think you're going to get caught? Everybody knew Teresa and Joe was committing mortgage fraud. And Teresa, no, I didn't know. I signed the papers. I didn't know. That's how stupid she is. You claim, see, that's why I said she's stupid, but she ain't stupid. She acts dumb and partially is dumb. You signed a paper and didn't ask this man. Oh, because I trusted him. He's my husband. I trusted him. You knew what the fuck he was doing. Don't act like you didn't know what he was doing. Don't act like you didn't know what he was doing, bitch. You signed a paper. You signed two papers that put your ass in jail for a year. And then you're going to act like somebody else knows how your story is going to go because they lived a crooked life, bitch. Girl,
code anything. I mean, it's this is my life. I've been through a lot.
But the fact is, she's been through a lot and she keeps using Joe like, oh my God, my husband, like all last season. You guys need to treat me a certain way because I'm a single woman. My husband is in jail. I'm raising my family on my own. Girl, shut up. What are we going to do with the house? I was like, Teresa is stupid. Joe is stupid. He's so disrespectful. He acts like, oh, I didn't find her attractive when she was in jail. All this dumb shit. And what I loved is when they were showing old footage of Teresa and Joe and how she was kissing on him and how she thought he was fine in his body and all this other stuff. When they put a picture of Teresa in the corner, she was like this. I said, Teresa looks like she is so disgusted at this old footage of her fawning over Joe. His raggedy ass. He lost a lot of weight though. He looks like a totally different person, but his behavior and attitude and personality is trash. It's always been trash. Always been trash. He's one of those guys that's like a creep. Like he's creepy. He's a creep. And it's like, Teresa, I don't want them. The way that all of the previews for this, this new season of New Jersey Housewives. This shirt is so wrinkled, child. I was running late this morning. Anyway, when they show the previews, they're acting like Teresa's doing something wrong by living her life, by going out, by being seen with guys. Like this idea that she has to be respectful. Her husband went to jail for 4 years and got deported. And y'all want her to be, how do y'all want her to be knowing that this man will never come back? What is the expectation of her behavior? How should she be behaving? She should get a divorce so that she can move freely around New Jersey. Oh, we seen Teresa with a man. So the fuck what? Y'all saw Joe with a bitch when I was in jail. Didn't nobody say nothing to me? Fuck that man. I mean, please. I don't, I was like, this, Teresa is stupid. What else was Teresa talking about? That's basically it. What else? What else? Oh, I wanted y'all to hear this thing with Kanye. Somebody made this video with Kanye, which I thought was fucking hilarious. Saying that Kanye is actually promoting white supremacy through Christianity. Nigga, that's what the fuck. Here it is. Listen to this shit.
That is telling you.
Listen to this.
West is spreading a Christianity that is telling you that the way to your liberation is through Donald Trump. He's telling you that the way to your freedom is through the Republican Party. He's saying that you're actually in bondage and that he's free, but he's defining freedom as being in bed with white supremacists. The very specific type of religion that Kanye West has openly embraced is a religion of white supremacy, because he is asking you, no, he is downright telling you that the route to freedom for you is through the slave master. He's telling you that your route to freedom is through a party that has done everything in its power to disenfranchise you, that has done everything in power to vilify you. Anytime you look at police brutality in our country, 9 times out of 10, you're going to find Republicans standing with the police officers, blaming and vilifying black people. Kanye West is telling you that that's your route to freedom. When they figuratively say, they, Kanye West, and
Nigga, what the fuck? Nigga, what in the entire fuck? So here's my comment. So Kanye is teaching y'all what y'all should know. Christianity, the religion that was given to your ancestors, that in fact enslaved an entire ethnic group. It's actually taking Kanye West for y'all to analyze your faith and to realize, honey, when I put in Jesus' name in Google Translate, it comes back as white supremacy. Is that what's going on here? How the fuck are you going to say that Kanye West is promoting white supremacy through Christianity when that in fact is what it is? That's the crazy part to me. Like, y'all, honey, I'm out of here. Y'all take care of each other, protect your energy. And we'll talk in the comments. Kanye West is trying to teach y'all white supremacy. That's what the fuck it is. That's what the fuck it is. Honey, okay, I'm out of here, people. Y'all, look. Oh. Oh my goodness! Look at on my car. If you don't, that is so funny, y'all. Look at this bird, this fucking turkey on my fucking car, dude.